We call the divine presence in this rotation of creation also the Holy Spirit. It is the divine source which burst from Tao centers in realms of this creation. From the Holy Spirit many angels and humans incurred, as well nature beings as divine presences in the sky, earth mothers, moons, suns, and almost all the beings of the current creation. Millions angels and humans formed from the Holy Spirit in the Big Bangs which occurred in Genesis days of creation. With the ages and in this era from diverse Tao centers of the Holy Spirit, was created and are creating all the time new souls in big and small groups of angels and humans. Over the ages, less in this era, various creators have made many attempts of creating light realms and entities. Most souls in the compensators were angelic with wings, who hovered in the sky. Since the compensators till now many souls emerge on their own from source of many Tao centers in creation, in soul groups. In planet Earth there are people who were diverse animals in many incarnations, and humans from other sources. In other stars of creation animals don't exist, except in the depths of the oceans and small birds in the sky. I, God, love to call human beings my children, or my sons and daughters, because all humans were created from the source of divinity which I am. I feel for all mankind great love and responsibility for their fate, as parent. The parenting lesson of humans corresponds to the lesson of divinity toward humanity and all beings of creation. As you should love your children unconditionally also when they are not balanced, so I do as much as I can. As you, my dear ones, are experiencing great joy and suffering with your children, because you identified and connected emotionally to them, so I do. As you should give your children honor and freedom of choice, so I do. As you are responsible to help your children when they fail, and to teach them sometimes in hard way the lessons they need, so I do. Through the ages massive rift formed between divinity to humanity, due to the landing of humanity to dense dimension of duality. Divinity has amazing dimensions of light and love where we feel whole and glorious, not in this universe where people suffer much. We cannot love ourselves seeing the suffering of mankind. We are part of you. Humanity suffered too much through the ages and was very cruel, because people in this rotation of creation cannot accept themselves as small souls. This is very painful to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is within your hearts and souls, dear people. She is gentle and feminine spirit. She had hard time accepting humanity in this universe, regardless of the understanding the completeness of your lessons also in this universe. The Holy Spirit burst from particular Tao centers in this rotation of creation realms. Other realms of Tao centers in this creation and beyond which are newer, are not called the Holy Spirit and has not the same nature and soul qualities as the Holy Spirit. Divinity exists in awakening state of consciousness over a billion light years, and in this age experiencing its existence in part souls, who were as humans disconnected from each other at different levels throughout the ages, in vastness of creation and beyond. This divine beings are responsible for govern creation in its vast realms and beyond. Therefore huge divine hierarchy exists in creation and beyond its gates. With the ages the part soul of divinity disconnected in some level from the source of their creation, and have been through many experiences with humanity. Therefore they are not called anymore God, rather creators, divine beings, nirvana and very high dimensions. The big divine forces who control creation and all the realms of infinity where other creations exist in awake consciousness, not as angels and humans. I, God, who represent here the Holy Spirit in this rotation of creation, and all the divine presences which exist in all times and dimensions. We are gentle light of love, sensitive to humans suffering because we are experiencing in people's hearts their suffering. Especially when people call for help before death and rebirth, or other hard situations. We suffered with you through the ages. Therefore we feel what is your highest good when you ascend to high dimensions where the divine presence is very awake. Divinity intensified, developed, and went through many transformations, thanks to its experiences in dimensions of high light which we have created over many eons, and the experiences of creating beings. We feel much compassion for mankind in this long rotation of creation, where many big souls of people were split to small souls after the falling of the continentals Lemuria and Atlantis, because they became big monsters as dinosaurs and dragons or others. Therefore, after that souls were created in small groups with less power. Small souls have difficulty to love themselves, have big ego, and are experiencing big disconnection from divinity. I am very sorry, my dear ones, for your hard destiny in this rotation of creation to experience so many physical incarnations as small souls. You have grown your souls and mind through the ages. In this age we are calling you to forgive and love yourselves, and wish for freedom of suffering and illusion. The Holy Spirit strives to reduce creation and humanity, for idling of the flesh dimensions, and opposes the creation of many new souls, new stars, and galaxies, also not material. The Holy Spirit is calling now for rest, aims for ending the experiences of creation and matter and human suffering, and transform creation to exalted happiness and divine unity in high dimensions.